Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Module 3 of Unit 6. Okay, so what we're going to end up doing today, let's take a look at Session 1. We're going to go back to Brad's Baseballs. So if you remember in a previous unit, we were using Brad's Baseballs and we were putting Brad's Baseballs into boxes. But the first thing we need to do is we need to take an assessment on shape classification. This just goes over our last module that we spent doing geometry. Okay, your pages will either be sent to you or on Seesaw. So please check Seesaw if you have that capability. We are also going to do some problems and investigations, which we're going to review Brad's Baseballs and some of the boxes. You're going to need your student book, page 231 and 232. And then when we're all done, you can have some optional practice, which is not optional. You'll have the home connections, page 123 and 124, with your student book, page 233. All right, so before we get started, I'm going to allow you to pause the video and check over your homework. This was homework from yesterday, or the last time we had our lesson. All right, welcome back. Today we're going to start out with your test on, or a checkpoint on shape classification. We're going to have you do your shape hierarchy using the words in the word box to fill in down here. Okay. Go ahead and write the name of the shapes on the line beside it. So make sure you look at this shape, answer the questions down here, and then what is that shape called? List 3 different properties shared by a square and a rectangle. Sketch an example of each type of triangle. So the name of the triangle that you need to sketch is right here. So feel free to do that. Circle the word to tell you which statement about this shape is true. So look at this shape and then read through these questions and then circle true or false, or put an X through them. All right. Once you're done, you can come back to the video and we'll begin on Brad's Baseballs. Now today we're going to review the idea about volume, helping Brad's brother Matt. Matt will use some of Brad's boxes, the boxes that he had for baseballs, to ship his marbles. But first, he needs to finish filling out some of the labels so that Brad will know which boxes Matt will be taking. All right. So let's go ahead and open your books to page 231 and 232 in your notebook. And it says, Brad, so let's look at the dimensions here. Number 1 says Matt found a box with this label. He could see that one side of the box was 2 balls wide, so complete the label. So the number of balls in one layer is 12, and the number of layers are 6. So how many total balls did we have? So if I am going to go ahead and put my answers over here, I'm going to know that, or I'm going to see that I only had, let's move this up just a little bit more. Good. So we'll put that over here. Shrink this down a little bit. All right, so 12 times 6. 12 is our base, right? And 6 is the number of layers. So this box can hold 72 balls, right? But now what are the dimensions of our box? Well, it said one side of the box was 2 wide. So how can I use that information to help us figure out the dimensions of the base? Well, we have a 2, right? And 2 times what is 6? Or 2 times what is 12? The answer is 6. And then we can fill in that we are 6 high. And our answer will be 72. Right? Right. All right. So let's go ahead and do our next one. Okay. Now it says Brad's baseball. Brad found a blank one that has a box twice as tall as the box in problem 1, but it had the same size base. So our base is 12, but it's twice as tall as our number 1 box. So what's twice the size of 6? 12, right? So what is 12 times 12? Go ahead and write your answer in. I hope you wrote 144 because 12 times 12 is 144. And now what are our measurements for that box? Well, again, it's the same size base. So we're at 2 by 6. And then we are by 12. And that's still going to equal 144. All right. Now you have other information for boxes 3, A, B, and C. So make sure that you are filling in the answers there. You'll have to use some division to kind of figure things out. And then for the challenge, Matt found a label on the floor that has a total number of balls for 72. So what are some different boxes that'll hold 72? All right. So now moving on to our next page, look at this box. It's a 4 by 5 by 3. How many different boxes can be made using this same box, but with different bases? Hint, there are 3 total boxes. So using these same dimensions, what other size boxes can we have? Well, if the 4 by 5 down here is the base, what's a different base we could make with this? So we'll change our thing to white. So we have our 4 by 3, our 4 by 5 by 3 with our base of a 4 by 5, correct? Okay, so now what is the base for the next one? Okay, well, I can flip this box so that it is up, right? And I could have a 4 by 3 on the base. And that gives me a chance to go a 4 by 3. And then that box would be 5 tall. Now, what is my last one? Right. I could just take my 3 and then match that with my go a 3 by 5. And then make that 4 high. And what I've done is I haven't really changed the box. I've used the same dimensions, but I've used different bases. Okay, so that's the end of our lesson there. Go ahead and finish your pages 231 and 232, right? Do your home connections, page 123 and 124, and student book, page 233. We're going to start out tomorrow's lessons reviewing the homework and making sure that you have the right answers. And hopefully everything is going well. If you have any questions about this, go ahead and email your teachers. And we'll find some way to get back in touch with you as soon as possible. Other than that, have a great day and enjoy math.